I think the wildest thing is that I had heart failure at 17 years old. So this is what happened. So I gave birth at 17 to my oldest son, and I had preeclampsia. So they were inducing me, and I had really high blood pressure. So I gave birth to him, and we stayed for about 5 days. And then at the end of the 5 days, my blood pressure was going up slightly, but they were like, oh, it's probably fine. Like, if you're getting these symptoms, come back. So I went to a family friend's house, and when I went, I was so short of breath. My legs, my feet were so swollen. I wish I had a picture, but so swollen, like I would not fit in socks or shoes. I would go up the stairs and I would literally be so out of breath. So she took me straight to the hospital. She was like, nope, nope, you're getting checked. And I went straight to the hospital. Now, when I first got there, they thought maybe I had a blood clot because of the amount of swelling, or it was eclampsia. So they did all the testing and they were like, nope, that doesn't seem to be it. And so I was there already about a day, and my blood pressure was at 150 over 100. They were actually contemplating getting a helicopter to take me to a higher risk hospital, but they actually ended up keeping me. So then they do an ultrasound of my heart, and it turned out my function was like 24%, which typically your function should be like 54 to 74 if you're a woman. So it was extremely low. So immediately they started me on medication, and I was there for about a week. After this, they were like, it's probably just a fluke, like that won't happen again. And I believe them. I was like, okay, it was just a fluke, whatever. And then I had my second son, and I started having symptoms. And at 35 weeks, I was in heart failure again. So it turned out that this was completely genetic. With my daughter, I was super like heavily monitored, and I was on a lot of medication. And I actually did not get heart failure with her, but I did get liver problems and cholestasis. So yeah, the wildest thing about me, I feel like one of the wildest things is that I had heart failure at 17, and like that's so crazy to me because as a child, I would have never thought you're gonna get heart failure at 17.